Ayy, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable.
Bad about
Can I get the dash? Can I catch me? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I put the Cavalier.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Eddie Goldman.
Big Eddie Goldman.
Hey, they got the play thing on here.
Second and 10.
Okay, cool.
At the 25-yard line.
They say you can't run the same play two times in a row.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Somebody never got mad. They're getting that ass there.
Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Third down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame.
That's what he's fucking weak ass throwing on.
The coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, it's Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bears take over. Kaepernick now on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
A gain of 40.
For a quarterback, there's two sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah.
That nigga guy, right?
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs.
Let's go, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. They have to marry up those steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was
Man, this nigga jumping.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Okay. Good man, blitz. Good shit, good shit.
There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A 3-yard
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for.
He put him down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
Oh.
Taken down, back at the 25. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Give me that bitch ass spin move. Khalil, let that nigga turn your ass.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Zone.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
And that's bullshit! Oh my fucking gosh, how the fuck he get the fuck up that damn fast? Everybody man, this goddamn game, these niggas move slow as hell, but he won't move fast. Got a touchdown if I can get hit.
Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson.
Where's my pressure?
This one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be.
Get some pressure.
Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Damn, nigga, I can't fucking get on. Nigga, I need to get on.
Still over 40 yards between the two.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Nope.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mark Hughes.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
27-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly when I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
When you said jumbled, they were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
1-yard gain.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson.
Good hit, maybe.
Down at the 24.
A running play.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, it's Patterson.
Good fucking tackle. Good fucking tackle.
Won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
4th down.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Bears 10, Vikings 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And now this is
Boy, if this ain't that man voting shit, he better be hella fast. To the 96, man, come on now.
The 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
And in the inside, he better be fast.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to loft this one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And the Bears first down.
Counter, Patterson, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Patterson on the carry, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He's going to try, that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff, because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give them something cheap there, all that advantage is just out the window.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone.
That man, that gotta be foul.
It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Allen Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down. In the passing game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive end setting the edge. Sometimes even
that
outside linebackers.
diving shit that's gonna blow my mind. That's shit whack.
Setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
You blitzing that bitch at me right there. Come on, Buster Stone.
Cousins. They're going for Jefferson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run the counter with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Cook.
Let's go, baby.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Trying to turn the corner.
Good shit, King. Make that nigga go up, keep going outside. Good motherfucker.
No gain on the play. That'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Someone moves, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
Good shit.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And here comes Abdullah on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there out of Cook. 62 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Cousins. His pass caught. at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, the 40. He's at the 30. 10.
What you doing out there, boy?
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides.
Yeah,
It's the reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Gets past one man. And ultimately,
He got this play like Duke, nigga.
As he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Who that for weak bitch ass?
Second down.
No gain on the
Officially
That
nothing
second
on that
one must be,
last
boy.
run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Oladipo here hauling just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Take no
He's not
losses.
going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, it's Patterson. And after getting he's still down. Very slow to get up.
Baby. I don't even know who his second string there. His quick spin cycle out of here. That's all that matters to me right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down before they work it across midfield.
Get him out of here,
Covers 29 yards, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Quick pass out to Miller, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And a short gain down to about the 33.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Good D.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to find...
Come on, Hughes. That's why I took you out the last time, man. The only nigga I know keep giving that shit is your ass.
And Chicago has the first.
Lock up, man.
Down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Now
there we go.
It's complete.
There we go, Dan Fleck.
On this play, being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. That's complete to Mooney. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute.
Yeah, nigga. Come on.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front.
Why is that pussy face shit they do?
Your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Cousins. It is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers
Niggas ain't been getting in the whole game.
on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins. He's going to let it fly. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Yes,
3
sir.
timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
We got a plane to catch.
Made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a run with Montgomery. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
He's going for that bitch. I would too, what you talking about.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
Today's final score, Bears 31.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.